Hey there, this is Brett, and today I'm going to show you some natural flea and tick repellent for your dog. And, you know, I do not do toxic poisons like Frontline or Advantix. And they're really expensive too. And those companies, they tell you to just put their products on the dog's back and that it will then distribute over the entire pet to protect it. And the reason they say to just put it on their backs is because if the dog licks it, then the dog will get sick. It might even kill the dog. Why? Because it's poison. Does this make sense? For anybody that has any common freaking sense, no, it doesn't. And so don't buy those toxic poisons from the pet store and put them on your dog. Here's what I suggest that you do. Cedarwood Oil. Bugs hate cedarwood oil. That's why they make cedarwood chess. Citronella. Citronella, I believe, is a flower, and it doesn't have a great smell. But lemongrass, that has a pretty good smell to most humans. I like it, but bugs hate it. And sweet orange. Ticks don't like orange oil for some reason. I think it smells great. And today I'm going to show you how to apply that. And I've tried a couple of different ways. I used a carrier oil for a while, and I found that that was just too heavy and made her fur too greasy. And so I'm going back to the old way of just dabbing it on in a pure form. It never bothered her skin before. It's just in the fur, and you put a pretty good amount of it on there, and then you brush it in with a brush. And so let's get to it. This is my dog Chakra, and she is a special meister. And the first thing that you should know with the cedarwood oil, which in my opinion is the most effective of these four, and each of these is only like $4 a piece. If you buy all four of these, it'll cost you less than $20. You can buy Frontline for $20, and it'll last you one application. The cedarwood oil is really thick, and so you have to take a big needle like this and ram it through the hole if you want it to come out at a decent speed. So, ram that through the hole, and then take the cedarwood oil and drip it all over the dog. Okay? Then take some orange oil and drip it on the dog. Drip, 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 drip. Okay? Now do some, come off of there, lemongrass. I'm such the rhymer, I always say stuff like, lemongrass, kiss my ass. I'm really a juvenile kind of a person. I'm kind of a very mature person in a lot of regards, but I'm still a kid, you know? And you can dab it like that as well to get it on there. Now, as you can see, this is quite a bit of essential oils that I'm putting on her. Citronella. Well, this one's slower. I may want to use the Some back there. She knows the deal with the creatures. I just found a little tick on her. It's the springtime, and for the next 6-7 months, we got to keep this on. And how often do you apply it? I recommend once a week. And I know that that's more often than the poisons, but it's worth it. Don't put Frontline or Advantix on your pet. They're poisonous. So now I'm going to brush it all in. Oh, it's good, huh? She loves to get brushed. Please brush and walk your dog. I recommend walking the dog every day, maybe twice. I recommend brushing your dog. If you can brush the dog every day, that's just as awesome. Now, I put a lot. Look at that. That's quite a bit on her, but that's okay. She's going to be a bit stinky. Trying to do this with my left hand. Good girl. God, you gotta love golden retrievers. They're the dogs that they just took to people in the hospital in Boston for the bombing, because they're such special comfort meisters. Oh, honey. Yeah. Love you. Okay, so you brush it in really good. And then you flip them over and you put it on their bellies, because if they lick it, it's not going to kill them. They're not going to get sick. They're going to be okay. It's not toxic poison. Okay. So now you have to flip it around. Now, last time I did this video, it was kind of tough. But not today. Okay, so can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Alright, so now we're just going to do the same thing on the tummy. There's some citronella. Oh, it's my prettiest girl. Some citronella. Get the paws, the legs. Down there. Okay, some orange. Good girl. Some lemongrass. Oh, it's a stinky dog. And some cedarwood oil. Oh, the bugs are going to run like hell. Now, I told this story in the last video that I did with her, but it's worth telling again. I had a bottle of cedarwood oil in the car with me, and I noticed that they were having a pet fair at PetSmart. And so I decided that I would stop at the pet fair and tell them how great cedarwood oil was for keeping away the ticks. And some people were receptive to it, but other people, one of them at least, went into the store and told them what I was doing, and then the manager came out and asked me to leave the premises, or she would call the police. And why did they do that? Because they're wanting to sell their expensive little freaking products, Frontline and Advantix and other toxic poisons, and they don't want people to know about the natural stuff. They sell some of the natural stuff in there, but for me to actually go on their premises and promote the natural stuff, that was too much for them, and they wanted me to leave. So, anyway, so you look at all that hair coming off of there. Pretty soon, she's going to get shaved. Okay, so You brush it all in really good. Good girl. Okay. And I probably need to put a little bit like around here, around her head. But thanks for joining me. Take care of your pets. Take care of yourself. Don't focus on materialism and don't get buried in school loans, car payments, and house payments that are unreasonable. There's so much of that, and that's how people get in trouble. Thanks for joining me.